Jordan!
Iain!
Who opened a carton of apple juice, went to take a swig, and was all of a sudden attacked by a horde of crustaceans. And after blacking out from the onslaught, they woke up, still feeling the pain of 1,000 pinches. They read the label a little bit closer and discovered they had accidentally purchased crab apple juice.
David Letterman?
No. 2 guys! What? Crab apple juice, imagine that. You're like, ah!
Oh, God. I was trying to imagine what the flavour actually would be.
I guess just a bit sour.
Well, it would be sweet, won't it? But then it'll be all seafoody. Which sounds horrible.
To be honest, I've never eaten a crab apple.
Part of that is because it doesn't exist.
Yeah, they do.
Crab apples?
Yeah.
Go on, inform me.
A small, delicious tree or shrub in the family, something...
Shrub?
Yeah, don't bring the shrub back, mate. I think people are sick of that. Crab apples and wild apples.
Oh, you're not wrong, actually. They are indeed a thing, aren't they?
Yeah, it's probably best if you just Google it, rather than me just reading excerpts from Wikipedia at you.
Honestly, I thought you were just taking the mick and actually just talking about an appley crab.
No.
A golden, delicious crab.
I'm glad the joke wasn't lost on you in the end, because I thought that was quite clever when I wrote it. I could just imagine you thinking, yeah, you put crab in front of the word apple, mate. Hilarious.
Well, it does sound like a you thing to do, so...
Which is fair enough, yeah. I'll let you off with that one.
So when I come to edit this, I'll be able to take all the glory in your brilliant intro.
Fantastic, mate. I can't wait for you to re-listen.
Pat, I'm going to do it now. See you later.
See you later, bud. Have fun. But anyway, welcome to episode 107 of Two Guys What's Up, the weekly comedy podcast where we've just had 3 weeks off. And in that time, we've had Christmas, New Year's, and even some birthdays. And through it all, I've forgotten how to read. My name's Iain, and this angry guy is Jordan.
Always angry.
Jordan, why are you so angry?
It just never stops.
Calm down, bro. It's okay.
Actually, you should be a therapist. I'm super calm now.
Can I say, mate, I just got the skills. I think it's because it's early January, right? And normally people are all back to work at this time. This is the first time we've recorded in 3 weeks. So, I mean, I think quick brief deter from what I was about to say. But, last week we were talking about, the drones.
Yes.
That seems like we were so behind with the news, but that was just recorded about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was quite ahead of our recording time, wasn't it?
It was very ahead. We were very on form. Back to what I was saying. It's early January now. Normally, this time of year, people are like, oh, Christmas and New Year's over. I've got to go back to work. I've been speaking to a lot of people at work saying, I'm starting work tomorrow. The Christmas break is over. And I'm like, unlucky, mate. I've got 10 days off.
Nice.
Because it's my birthday. And today is day 1.
Oh, has it officially started? Lovely.
It has officially started, mate. And I don't know if you can tell, I'm sat here in my Adventure Time Oodie that my wife got me for Christmas.
Yes, I did notice that.
Oh, man, I'm just chilling. Just a little out, mate. And I'm toasty. And it's amazing. And I'm happy.
Yeah.
And everyone else is like, oh, first day back at work. I'm like, suck it.
I must admit, though, I did try it on at New Year's, and it was very, very cosy.
You did?
I mean, it was even cozier when you were in it as well.
I was about to say, I got a little bit jealous, and I just had to sneak in there with you.
Kind of makes me want one, but I realise if I actually did get one, I'd be too warm in 5 minutes, and I'd be like, I can't be doing with this.
Yeah, that's true. For your house, it's probably not a necessity, but my house is it's very much needed. Yesterday, I was sat in my living room, and my wife had just got home from work, and she walked in. She went, oh, fucking hell, Iain. It's a bit cold in here, you w***er. And I was like, that's a bit mean. Calm down. You've just walked through the door. How was your day? She said, shut your fucking mouth. It's cold. And I said, okay, fair enough. I can't tell, though, because I'm sat here in my hoodie and I was boiling. And normally, if our temperature drops below, say, 17 degrees, my wife and I, we give each other the eye and we're like, right, heating on now. Right? And we boost it for a little bit.
I love that. Give each other the eye. Ooh, sex time.
No, God knows. That's heating on, mate. Let's waste some money. But now in my hoodie, like we asked our device, we have some smart devices in our home, and we asked it, what is the temperature in the dining room where our thermostat is? And it read 15.6 degrees. And I was like, can't even tell, mate. Melting in here. Oodie City, bro. Love it. Well happy.
It's all right, though, because, I mean, your wife soon stopped talking, didn't she, when she got hypothermia?
She did, yeah. It was a great turning point in our relationship.
Not heard from her since.
I was like, I'm off to the pub, love, and she just kind of looked at me, and I took that as, sure, great, have a lovely time. And I assume she was trying to wave, but she was shaking a fist at me as I was walking out the door.
Yeah.
And it was great. We had a lovely night. I came home. She was asleep. She has been since. That was 4 days ago.
Just needed a long nap after the Christmas rush.
Exactly. Work's called. They fired her. It's fine, though. Everyone's happy.
It's all right. You've got your adventure time thing.
Exactly, yeah. That's all I need in life anymore.
It is, isn't it? It's fine.
But, Jordan, I have something spooky to tell you.
Oh, I love these stories. Go on.
It is something that happened to not me, but my wife, before she passed away. I love it when spooky things happen to my wife because she's the type of person...
Little naysayer.
Yeah, she doesn't like to believe in this sort of stuff. A, because it terrifies her, and B, just because she's like, paranormal, not my thing. And I'm like, fair enough. So when spooky things happen to her that she can't explain, I'm like, yes, independent observer, love it. So this is what happened to her. Story time. I was out at a ghost walk being hosted by a lovely good pal, good guy, James Coppett, and I got a text from my wife saying, when are you going to be home? I've just heard someone say my name at the bottom of the stairs and it sounded like you. So what she heard was...
A mimic.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is just me being stupid.
Probably, but go.
Hey, watch it. Before TikTok, I've never heard of the thing that is named a mimic.
Right.
I've heard of entities and creatures that do that sort of thing, but the name given to the creature of a mimic, I've never heard of that before. But that's what she said it was. And she came out of the bathroom, which is just at the top of our stairs. So our stairs go up, and then you turn 90 degrees into the bathroom. And she came out of there holding some washing, and our son's room is just to the left of the bathroom.
Yeah.
She assumed I had come home, thought she heard me at the bottom of the stairs say her name in like a kind of whisper shout.
What the hell is a whisper shout?
So like if I go, Jordan!
Oh, I see. Like stifled.
Yeah, so I'm kind of raising my voice but also whispering so it's not like, Jordan!
Yeah, I see. And how would you say it if it was a whisper shout, just to put them side by side?
Well, I mean, I just did it a second ago, so I'll let you do that in the edit, not waste the listeners' time, if that's all right with you. I mean, they're busy. They've got things to do. We're running along here.
We don't, though.
Well, you probably do. I don't. I'm in my Udi.
No, you definitely don't for the next 10 days.
I got all to do. Anyway, she went to the top of the stairs, looked down, and shouted my name back in response, as if to say, Iain, is that you? But she texted me saying she heard her name being shouted by me. She responded, but then thought, oh what if it's a mimic? And then started singing, thinking that she was fooling this creature into not thinking that she'd responded. So it went, oi, up the stairs, and she went, Iain? And then she thought, shit, and then started going, is my husband Iain? And she started saying that in the same like cadence and pattern as she did, so that this thing would, this creature would just go, oh, she's not responding to me. She's just having a little sing-song, naturally.
I'll go home.
Yeah, best not bother her. So she walked into our bedroom going, Iain is my husband. Just like singing to herself. It made me chuckle.
And little did she know, it was you.
It was me, yeah. I was just like, what the f*** is she doing? No, I was still out at the time. I was, half a mile down the road. But later, when I got home, she was telling me about this. And, like iPhones, you can go, hey, whatever it is, to invoke the virtual assistant on board.
Yes.
And it'll only be invoked by your voice.
Yes.
We were sat there and she was like, oh yeah, I heard your voice, blah, blah, blah. And I started singing, and then all of a sudden her phone just went, as if she had said, hey, blah, blah, blah. But then a couple of days later, we were sat in the living room, chilling out. This is pre-UD, so we were cold. My wife paused the TV and went, you're being shouted. And I was like, you what? And she was like, I've just heard your name. Our son's just shouted your name twice. So she thought she heard our son stood at the top of the stairs going, again, because it was our eldest who she thought was shouting, and he was stood right next to our youngest room, in her mind. She thought she heard, Daddy! Daddy! Shouting down the stairs.
Oh, okay. Rather than your actual name.
Yeah, I mean, my ironically, my kids do sometimes just call me Iain. But she was like, you've been shouted. And I was like, I didn't hear anything. She was like, your son's shouting you. Go and see what he wants. So I was like, okay. So I got up, went to the bottom of the stairs. I looked up and I was like, all the lights are off. All is silent. There's no one there. And she's like, I have just heard you be shouted. Clear as day.
Ooh.
So she's hearing all around the house. And I don't care, though, because I'm just chilling in my hoodie.
There could be no bad in the world for you now, can there?
Not at all. A demon could be slapping his big veiny right across my face right now, and I'd just be like, whatever, mate.
I was just about to tell you, actually.
Oh, look behind you, mate.
He's excited today.
That's fine. I'm happy.
That's a bit weird, though, isn't it?
Super strange.
And you've not heard anything?
No, I don't care, mate. I just, Houdini it. in one ear and out the other.
I suppose the demon's would be.
Spectral dick.
Oh, yeah, how weird for your wife, though.
She's happy.
I mean, she's in bliss now, isn't she? She's fucking dead.
Not with the relationship, not with the demons around the house, not with her general life in any capacity, but in a Rudy, she's happy, so that's all that counts.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, how strange. You definitely need cameras and surveillance around your house.
Well, mate, if you're willing to pay and install, go mental, pal.
I honestly would.
Just be aware, you might see me very naked a lot of the time.
Right, I'm doing it right now.
Jordan? He's in my hallway already.
There's a mimic.
You're the mimic. Just stand in for me while I go and install some cameras in his house.
Yeah, can you imagine? It was just me in a shrub. It was that New Year's gift. It was me.
I would love to see that, mate.
On that note, shall we move forward and press on with today's episode?
Yes, good idea. Let's not waste any more time, Jordan. Why don't you just tell me right now what you're going to be doing today?
Today.
Don't take the mic. No one else can see that.
Don't take the mimic.
It sounds like you're laughing at me because I said today weird. You sound mean, Jordan. No one saw my weird hand movement.
It does sound mean, but yeah, you make all sorts of weird hand gestures.
It helps me talk, okay?
One day I need to record all of this and just put a compilation on TikTok.
Don't you dare.
Oh, I might. So, today for you, I have a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a trend that I've just stolen online, which is Harry Potter quotes and scenes where any instance of the word wand is replaced with the word willy. Which sounds stupid, but I tell you what, I was myself.
How childish.
It really is, but I'm all for it.
I love it.
And with that, what have you got for us today?
Well, Jordan, today I have for you the eerie story of the night when something so terrifying happened, it would forever change a town. It is the story of the Flatwoods Monster.
Ooh.
Have you ever heard of this?
Never.
Fantastic news. The fact that you have not heard of this is exactly the reason that I am talking to you about it today. Obviously, because it's a cool story, but also, surprisingly, I have heard of this story, and by the time this episode is live, it will be already done, but as of right now, the image of this creepy creeper, that is the main antagonist of my story, is my plan for my next birthday tattoo, which will be taking place this coming Saturday.
Ah.
So I figured I better explain the backstory to you to give you some idea of just what the hell it is you're looking at.
Right, well, I can't wait to hear it, and I'll be thinking of that story when you send me that picture.
Right, so should we just go then?
Please.
Nice one. Jordan, picture this. It's September 12th, 1952, in the tiny town of Flatwoods that sits nestled in the hills of Braxton County, West Virginia. The sun has dipped below the horizon, twilight is creeping in, painting the sky shades of deep blue and amber. Kids are playing, their laughter echoing through the crisp evening air. Everything seems peaceful and serene.
Oh.
But suddenly, the calm backdrop is shattered by a UFO. A blazing red object streaks across the sky, but it doesn't zoom past, just leaving the scene peaceful again. This fiery anomaly comes to an almighty stop as it crashes into a nearby tree-covered hillside.
Poor UFO.
I guess I had it coming, don't drink and drive.
It's the newest campaign.
If there's anything that I've taken from Christmas, it usually comes around on TV at those times. It's a festive time. You're going to be drinking. Don't drive.
Especially not a UFO.
Especially as it was September, That's a little bit early for Christmas drinks.
It wouldn't be for you.
My Christmas drinks start January 1st, mate.
Nice.
Two brothers, Eddie and Fred May, aged 13 and 12, bore witness to this cosmic spectacle, and the two, driven mad by curiosity, not knowing what else to do, rushed home to tell their mother, Kathleen May, of what they had just witnessed. Without hesitation, Kathleen suits up, war paint under the eyes, a sawn-off shotgun on each shoulder, grenades strapped from ear to ankle, pistols fixed to every available orifice, and she rounds up a group to go and investigate the hillside's newly acquired decoration. That bit about the guns might have been a bit of a lie.
I figured, yeah.
I took some creative liberties.
Yeah, it's just extra box added in, isn't it?
I just kind of figured that's what I'd do. I mean, I've always got something in at least one orifice, so, just kind of figured maybe that's what they'd do.
All I was getting at is that this is probably a load of crap, so this is just a bit more thrown in for good measure.
Right. Jordan, we're a bit early, okay, for you to be throwing such shade over my stories over here, pal, okay?
Sorry.
Don't be casting your dispersion so early, because this is a true story. I'm not lying. It's not made up. Aliens are everywhere. Get over it.
All right, I might eat my own words soon, and probably grenades and shotguns, but we'll see.
I can guarantee you there's going to be nothing in here that's going to make you go, oh shit, I better eat my words, right? So
Okay, I take it back.
just, the old thing of just believe everything I say and suck it up. Thank you. This group, among others, includes 17-year-old local National Guardsman Eugene Lemon and his dog, and together they all set off towards the crash site, guided only by torchlight and the fading trail of smoke. As the group ascends the hill, the night feels unusually still, as if nature itself is holding its breath. Observing the anomaly, when they finally reach the crest of the hill, the scene before them is otherworldly. A pulsating red light emanates from within the woods, and a thick mist hangs in the air that carries an acrid metallic scent that stings their nostrils and burns their eyes. Sounds tasty.
Doesn't.
Sounds like most of my mornings. Just wake up, dry mouth, stinging nostrils, sore eyes. Oh, Merry Christmas.
It's a bit early for that, Iain.
Well, what day is it?
It's early January for us right now.
Hey, we're 7 days into Drinkstown.
8 days, actually.
Oh, fucking hell, I missed today. I better double up tonight.
You better do.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Like, you don't need to ask me twice.
No one needs to ask me once, mate. I do it fully of my own volition.
You really do.
Lemon's dog was going crazy, barking and snarling, but instantly changed its tune with its tail down and gob now firmly shut. It off into the woods, eager to get away from whatever it is. The rest of the group scanned the trees to try and find out whatever has spooked the pooch, and then they saw it. Illuminated by torchlight, two eyes glinted back at them in the darkness. Some kind of forest creature, they were thinking, but then it became clear that these eyes belonged to something much more sinister. Stood there was an entity standing over 10 feet tall with a round red head and something akin to a giant spade-shaped collar towering behind it that glowed with a blood-red hue.
Okay, this does not sound nice.
F***ing horrible, innit? I've got a picture to send you in a second.
And this is what you're getting tattooed?
Yeah.
Nice. Just remind me why.
I'll show you in a sec. It's cool. 1 minute, I got an itch. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's cool.
Oh, was that itch on the place where the tattoo's going to be?
Nope.
That would have been interesting.
That would have been interesting, but no, it was at least a cool foot away.
I suppose, how much can you really tattoo, you bumhole?
I'll show you on the 11th, pal.
Okay.
As you wait for that f***ing picture. I've already got the red head bit down. I don't need any ink for that. Disgusting. Back to the description. Its body was clad in what looked like a dark metallic armour that looked something that we as Earthlings might describe as a metallic-looking skirt, and it had long, clawed arms that extended menacingly from its sides. And as if that image wasn't terrifying enough, I'll get back to you in a second, Jordan, it was emanating a hissing sound. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing at all these descriptions while I'm thinking of this awful tattoo.
Right, the tattoo that I am getting is something a little bit more like a caricature of the thing.
Caricature?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said like caricature.
Oh, I think I meant to say caricature.
Oh, okay.
Words just blended. I'll send you a picture.
Nice.
Beep, bap, boo, up. Right, so that's the image of, what it kind of looked like.
Oh, wow, okay. That's totally different to what I had in mind. Wow.
God, what were you imagining?
You know what, though? That would look great as an ace of spades.
That is often what it's described as.
So, whereabouts on your belly do you get in that?
It couldn't go on my belly, mate. It's too little surface area.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I said, just make it 1 millimetre big. And they said, mate, not enough surface area.
Right. Moving on.
This is the thing, Jordan, that would later be dubbed the Flatwoods Monster. The group froze in a mix of fear and captivation by the sheer strangeness of what was standing in front of them, but fear soon gave way to flight as all of a sudden it started bounding towards the group with heavy thumps. Can you imagine that? 10 foot tall, big thing. Doof, 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 bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
That's the Flatwoods Monster famous quote, bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
Is that also Creative Liberty?
Maybe.
All right.
It was, yeah. Sorry about that.
What did it really say? Come hither, my lovely.
Hey, mate, I've heard McDonald's is good. Can you point me in the direction of one, please?
And then you're like, no. Burger King's that way.
So I said, no, mate, all the burgers are mine. I'll fight you.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, no one touches my burgers, mate. I am a burger fiend. And if anything, even if there was a horde of greys stood on that hill, I would fight them to death over protection of my precious, precious meaty buns.
Oh, God. It's taking a turn. I would hazard a guess you really wouldn't.
Oh, when it comes to burgers, mate, and I mean, I know this has never really been brought up in 108 episodes, but I'm quite partial to a burger.
You are?
I would fight them. They'd be like, oi, give us a burger, and I'd say, no, not one. Oh, no. Just sitting there scoffing a big plate full of them.
No, you still wouldn't.
Let me try your meaty treat.
No! So, Eugene Lemon let out a scream and fell backwards, momentarily stunned, but the rest didn't wait around. They all turned tail and ran back down the hill, hearts pounding with the image of the monster burned into their minds. But back in the safety of their homes, the story quickly spread like wildfire. The local sheriff and a reporter from the Braxton Democrat newspaper was alerted, and by morning the town was buzzing with chatter and the hill became the focal point for investigators and curiosity seekers. Sadly, no trace of the monster itself was found, but there still lingered the smell and the skid marks that were visible on the ground left there from where whatever this was had crash landed.
And in the pants of the witnesses.
Yeah, here's your evidence, mate. Scoops it out. There's your fucking truth, pal. I'm a grown person. Do you think I'd shit myself for no reason?
These were Calvin Klein's. These weren't Lidl's best.
Unsoilable, they said. Well, they haven't seen an alien.
Lucky I've got my receipt.
They won't take them back.
Oh, God. Could you imagine someone trying?
Just wash them.
Oh, I used to work in retail.
Yeah, sorry, someone's shitting these.
I mean, not quite like that, but people have tried to return their muddy shoes before.
Really?
Yeah. Seriously. I mean, they have the receipt and everything, and like part of the shoe is like maybe coming away a little bit from the sole. So I mean, like there is a bit of a problem, but they've had them 6 months and it's fucking muddy as shit, and they decide to put them on the counter.
I think within the law of consumers' rights, I think they are perfectly able to take them back within that amount of time. But you probably just think, I've gotten some use out of these. They're muddy as Why would I return them?
Or at the very least, you just wouldn't plop them on the counter, would you, with bits of dried mud flying everywhere?
Yeah, stick them in a bag. Just hold them up.
Yeah.
You're not going to turn up to a department store and be like, excuse me, mate, I've got some shoes in this bag that I'd like to return. And the cashier isn't going to go, I don't believe you. Shoes in a bag? Never heard of it.
They should be on your feet.
Idiot. Trying to pull one over on me.
That's not even one of our bags.
Yeah, it's just what I had at home, mate. Bollocks.
Anyway, sorry.
Naturally, the military was called in, but official reports claim nothing out of the ordinary was discovered, but the witnesses sterned firm in their... I'm just going to go with it. They sterned firm in their accounts.
Did they? Sterned firm?
Yep, I realised that I'd said it wrong, Jordan, and I just decided to go for it. You know what? Because my New Year's resolution is to just power through. Everything I say, just say it with affirmation. I am right. So if I said they sterned firm, then that's what they did.
All right.
In the days following, other sightings of similar creatures were reported in surrounding areas, but none were as detailed or as close up as the original sighting, but reports did start cropping up left and right. One woman claimed she had seen the same monster just weeks before the incident, while another witness said her house had shook with some unexplainable force on the very night of that sighting. Another account came from a couple who, while driving down the highway hours after the original encounter, noticed a nauseating metallic odour filling their car and felt an odd electric charge in the air before seeing a bizarre reptilian creature float across the road in front of them.
Float?
Oh yeah, it f***ing just hovered, mate, like a Back to the f***ing Future hoverboard, bro. Right across the road.
Beautiful. With your Mexican wave arms.
That's how aliens float, mate. I don't know if you've ever seen one do it.
I haven't.
But that's how they do it.
Cool.
I'm going to stop calling you because you keep pointing out horrible things I do. It's better for just me to be on my own.
Apologies.
The oddities didn't stop there, though. Miss May recalled that the day after the incident, two unusual men showed up at her home, posing as reporters and asking to be taken to the site, and when they returned to talk to her again, their clothes were stained with a strange oily substance. Years later, a man named Captain Dale Levitt of the West Virginia National Guard would share that back in the 50s, He and 50 Air Force personnel had examined the site, finding that same oily residue and a mysterious 6-meter circle of depressed grass.
Crop circle?
Well, no, I think it's just where it's sat.
Ah.
There were even reports of more UFOs seen that same night of the crash, not just in Flatwoods though, but across multiple states. By 2004, investigator Frank Freshino Jr. had compiled hundreds of accounts of USO? No, that's wrong. Sorry, I'm going to have to break my New Year's resolution. F***'s sake, what's wrong? USO, incorrect. UFO sightings and landings from that night alone. I kind of feel like I ruined, the reveal of that with a mistake in the middle.
Yeah. Start again from the beginning.
Jordan! Another strange detail was the physical symptoms experienced by the witnesses, such as shortness of breath and the sudden, unexplained death of that poor dog that had been present after it began vomiting uncontrollably and unfortunately passed away shortly after.
Oh, that's horrible.
Poor wee bugger, eh? Noted UFO enthusiast Ivan T. Sanderson was convinced an alien encounter had occurred and even suggested that the numerous UFO sightings at the time was evidence of a UFO fleet passing through the area where one was unfortunate enough to have seemingly lost control and crashed, which gave us the Flatwoods Monster encounter. But of course, not everyone buys into the extraterrestrial angle, because people are stupid, but skeptics have their own explanations, and the most popular is the barn owl theory. Jordan, have you ever heard of this?
I'm scared to imagine what that's about.
It's fine, it's just a little shitty paragraph, mate, skeptics, gotta put it in there for the sake of, being open to all possibilities.
Completion and...
Yeah, but skeptics say that the Flatwoods...
And being correct.
No, blah, blah, blah. Skeptics say that the Flatwoods Monster was nothing more than a large barn owl perched on a tree branch. They argue that the glow came from the torches reflecting off its eyes, as it would have done, and the elongated body they saw was just an illusion created by shadows and the owl's wings.
Perfect, yeah, makes sense.
You and me are going to have problems, Jordan, if this continues.
Sorry.
Let's record him back after 3 weeks and you're really grinding my gears, pal.
I'm sorry, okay. What was something else?
Aliens.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Skeptics also say that it might have been panic-induced hallucinations.
Makes sense.
They say these people were already on edge from the UFO sighting that they saw in the first place, misinterpreted natural sounds and sights of the dark, and the gas from the crashed object may have been a meteor or a man-made satellite, and the monster was just a figment of their collective imagination amplified by fear.
Yeah, that could be plausible.
Blah! Rubbish! Oh, just imagine this 10-foot creature bounding towards us and then our dog died. Oh, what a weird thing for us to imagine.
They only imagined the dog, they didn't really own one. It didn't exist.
People were happy that it happened, really, because they were just sick of seeing this person stood in the middle of town stroking air and going, "Who's your good boy?
Who's a good boy?"
Well, just watch out for Mr. Lemon there. He's a bit weird.
Sit, Fido.
Can you look at my notes there, right? And have a little gander, because every single time I write the word "and," it autocorrects me to Andrea.
Yeah, why?
Knows. I don't even know an Andrea.
Is that what you keep telling your wife?
Yeah.
I don't know an Andrea. Never heard the name.
I just thought I'd put it in recording, to back it up. Like, well, I said it on the podcast, darling. Why would I say that if it wasn't true?
It's almost like it's always written.
This is weird, because I text my wife saying, "Me, Andrea, are going for a walk. Don't wait up. Nothing's going to happen." She's like, who's the second Andrea? F***ing autocorrect, mate.
Oh, no.
Got me again.
Nightmare.
I meant to say me and Bill.
Makes sense.
Sexy Bill. Anyway, what that sentence is supposed to say is, and naturally, some suggest it was all just a hoax, possibly to draw attention to the sleepy town or as a reaction to the UFO craze of the 1950s. So naturally this town was just like, the people are seeing aliens and let's just make something up, and bring attention to our town. Put us on the map.
Totally plausible as well.
Or it could just be what they said it was. But Jordan, whether an alien, a bird, or the product of an overactive imagination, the Flatwoods Monster is still one of the weirder mysteries and will soon be taking its rightful place on my forearm. And I just want to know, what do you think?
I think an interesting story all the same.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. I haven't heard of it. Hadn't seen it before you'd sent me the picture.
Want to hear it again?
Yeah, please, yeah. From the beginning.
I ain't go through that again, mate.
Thank
I don't know how much energy I've just burnt. That's going to be, at least 30 burgers to replenish that.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's lucky. I mean, he could have done with 10 days off.
I've got 10 days off, haven't I? I forgot about that.
There you go.
Oh, just remembered I'm in my Udi as well. Oh, I'm so happy. I've got an erection again.
Your wife's thawing out downstairs. It's fine.
Yeah, Andrea's on her way.
When do you actually try and type the word Andrew, it just autocorrects to and.
Like, yo, And. She's like, why'd you keep calling me that?
It's not cool, bro.
Oh, what a time to be alive.
It is.
So, do you think it's aliens, as all as normal people do?
To be honest, I'd like to imagine that it was, because I think that would make life interesting, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Rather than a barn owl.
Exactly. But John, there you have it. Flatwoods Monster. And I can't wait to show you the tattoo that I will be getting this coming Saturday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Are you going to post all these pictures on Instagram?
I will post, yeah. I'll be getting 2 tattoos, I believe. So I'll leave the other one as a surprise, and I will stick them both on the Instagram and Twitter and all that sort of cool stuff when I get it. I think that'll be the first time we've posted in like 6 months as well. So stay tuned for that.
Nice. That should have been the New Year's resolution.
Post more. I don't think people want to see, a detailed look into my mundane life. Just like day 407, still in the Udi. Meet my new girlfriend, Andrea.
Or as I like to call her, and.
Yeah, wife took the kids, but all's well when I'm in the Udi.
Brilliant.
Udi life for life.
Nice. Well, thank you for the story, Ian.
Not a problem. So, you've got some Harry Potter ruining lines to tell me. I mean, if you're a fan, maybe don't listen. Maybe turn off now. But
I mean, if you're a fan, probably stay tuned, because I think you'll love it.
Okay. Either you're a fan of Harry Potter, but you hate willies, or vice versa. Either way, there's probably something in there for you. I've changed my mind. Stick around.
Yeah, please do. I must start by saying that I haven't seen all the Harry Potter films.
I have.
Do you want to just say that into the mic?
No.
What are you doing?
It's to you, mate.
Well, you're creating all sorts of a ruckus.
This is not good mic technique.
Is it chocolate?
I'm telling you.
Is it booze? Oh, it's chocolate.
Keep going.
Okay.
Need a little boost.
Nice, enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
What is it you're eating? Kit Kat?
Kit Kat! Kit Kat! It's massive!
Well, it doesn't look it in your hand.
Reese's Sticks.
Oh. Looks normal sized.
Ah! I just choked on Reese's Sticks.
Say that again.
I just choked on Reese's Sticks.
Say it again.
Andrea would not be happy if she heard me saying all these dirty things, Jordan.
While you enjoy that. Yeah, I haven't watched all the Harry Potter films, but I am familiar with them. And all I'm getting at is that I don't think you need to have seen the films to appreciate these.
I totally agree.
So,
But I have seen them.
okay, well, you'll love it all the more then, Ian.
It was a long time ago. Can't remember them.
Ah, fair enough. Okay, are you going to watch them now then?
Nah.
Okay.
I won't be able to get willies out my head.
Quite literally. So, this is what happens when you replace the word wand with willy. And Ian, what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you these quotes. I'll admit there's a lot of them. I probably won't go through them all, but then you can just have a little read of them at the same time if you like.
Can you imagine my wife and Andrea going through my phone after reading this? Because they don't know what's gone on today. They're just going to see a text from Jordan. Oh, let's read the first one, shall we? Harry fell forwards over the hydrangea, I should say shrub, mate, straightened up and turned around. There were several faces peering through various nearby windows. Harry stuffed his willy hastily into his cheek. And you were like, what the fuck?
I tried to look innocent. Because there's quite a few of these, what I think I'll do is I'll add a little interesting little whoosh transition between them and just kind of go through them.
Love it.
All right. A magic willy. This is what Harry had really been looking forward to. Shall we take turns?
If you want.
Back and forth?
I like the way you've positioned them just when you said that, by the way, because that means I have to read the big ones when you know I can't read, and you get all the little ones.
It's not like you've just been talking for 40 minutes.
Exactly. I've used up all my skills. This is normally the part where I just get to sit back and let my verbal diarrhea splurge out over what you're saying. And I have to use my mind again.
Sorry.
Oh, God. Go on, then. Magic Willy. Oh, fantastic.
Do you want me to say this one?
Oh, mate, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be great.
Okay. Yes. I thought I'd be seeing you soon, Harry Potter. It wasn't a question. You have your mother's eyes. It seems only yesterday she was here herself, buying her first willy. 10¼ inches long, swishy, made of willow. Nice willy for charm work. Your father, on the other hand, favoured a mahogany willy, 11 inches.
So wrong. Are these quotes from the book or the film?
Good question. Probably a mixture.
Right, okay. God. Do you know who said this line? Can I give it an accent?
Not a clue.
Right, I'm gonna.
I wouldn't overthink these.
I wanna. You know, I don't want to just read them. You know, I want to give them a bit of personality. So, what's that guy's name?
Snape.
That's the guy. It was best Snape accent. Today will be a practical lesson. You'll only need your willies.
Don't put your willy there, boy, roared Moody.
Oh, God, I can't. I don't want to imagine what was happening in these scenes because it's making it weird. Both Sirius and Snape lowered their willies. The unexpected entrance of so many witnesses seemed to have brought them to their senses. But what's going on? Asked Mr. Weasley. Nothing, Arthur, said Sirius, who was just breathing heavily as though he had just run a long distance. Why is the dots... as though he had just run a long distance.
Such a good point. I've no idea. I didn't write these.
It's like, what's her name? Rowling was just like, she was trying to think of something. So like, as if he just run, she's like, what? A marathon? Through the hordes of, I don't know, onlookers. Nah, a long distance.
Maybe she was thinking, as if he'd just run a long distance.
Giving herself a beat.
Oh, do you want to do this one? Because you've got such a great Snape voice.
Thank you, sir. Just ready myself.
Nimble up.
Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? That's terrible. Said smoothly, sorry. Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? Said Smooth Snapely. Said what? Said Snape smoothly. Willy out, Potter.
Draco whipped out his willy, but Harry was prepared and his willy was in his hand before Draco could react.
Good Lord. He and all the other Weasleys froze on the threshold, gazing up at the scene in front of them, which was also suspended in mid-action. Both Sirius and Snape looked towards the door with their willies pointing into each other's faces, and Harry immobile between them.
Snape lay panting on the ground. James and Sirius advanced on him, willies raised.
Oh, move over, Hermione snarled. She grabbed Harry's willy, tapped the lock and whispered, Aloha, Mora? Aloha, I don't know what that means.
This is from the person that's f***ing seen him.
A long time ago.
It was.
And it was because I was bored at university, had nothing else to do at like 5 a.m, so I thought, I'll watch a Harry Potter film a day.
Come on, Harry, whack your willy out, said Hermione.
It's a good way to get someone over stage fright. It's like, you might think it's a bit weird looking, there's a bit of an odd bend in the middle.
It's 90 degrees, but...
Come on, just get your willy out, Harry. Come on. Lupin drew his willy so fast that Harry had barely had the chance to reach for... What? Lupin drew his willy so fast that Harry had barely the chance to reach for his own.
It's time you learn the difference between life and dreams, Potter, said Malfoy. Now give me the prophecy, or we start using willies. Go on, then, said Harry, raising his own willy to chest height. As he did so, the 5 willies of Ron, Hermione, Neville, Ginny and Luna rose to either side of him.
Oh, God. He bent down and pulled his willy out of the troll's nose. What an uncomfortable place. Sorry, I'll read that again for full impact. He bent down and pulled his willy out of the troll's nose. It was covered in what looked like lumpy grey glue. Oh, get a shower. Oh, it's horrid.
But a reckless rage had come over Harry. He kicked his trunk open, pulled out his willy, and pointed it at Uncle Vernon.
I can't do this anymore. He ran into the field. What?
Oh, yeah, what's gone on there? I think it should say where you fell.
Okay. He ran onto the field where you fell, waved his willy, and you sort of slowed down before you hit the ground. Then he whirled his willy out at the Dementors and shot silver stuff at them. That'd be one way to make money if you silver.
It would. Something silver white, something enormous, erupted from the end of his willy.
Who did this in the first place? Because
I have no idea.
They've got some explaining to do.
I think this was Reddit, but it was amazing.
Then, with a sigh, he raised his willy and prodded the silvery substance with its tip.
Yes, very handsome. And is it working well? I always think willies require a little breaking in, don't you?
Get off me, Harry gasped. For a few seconds they struggled, Harry pulling his uncle's sausage-like fingers with his left hand. His right maintained a firm grip on his raised willy.
Harry hurried along it, stumbling now and then on the uneven floor, holding his willy out in front of him.
There will be no foolish willy waving or silly interactions in this class.
Incantations.
What did I say?
Interactions, but it's fine. We'll go on with it.
Thanks. Yeah, New Year's resolution. Power through. I told you I couldn't read.
They did things with a willy I've never seen before.
But if my willy was so powerful, how come Hermione was able to break it?
Harry looked down at his own willy. He could see finger marks all over it.
Stand back, said Lockhart, who was rolling up his jade green sleeves. No, don't, said Harry weakly. But Lockhart was twirling his willy and a second later had directed it at Harry's arm.
Why aren't you supposed to do magic? Asked Harry. Oh, well, I was at Hogwarts myself, but I got expelled, to tell you the truth. In my third year, they snapped me willy in half and everything.
Imagine if that was the rules of when you got expelled from a school, they had to snap your dick in half.
Oh, God.
You'd be good then, wouldn't you?
You definitely would. You'd certainly do some reading, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely.
And we'll leave you with this final one.
I'll let you do the last one, Jordan.
Oh, really? Okay.
Send us out on a high note.
Are you okay? Said Harry urgently. My willy, said Ron. Look at my willy. It had snapped, almost in two, the tip dangling limply, held on only by a few splinters.
You know, poor Ronnie boy.
There you go. So, loads of fun to be had by replacing the word wand with willy.
Yeah, I mean, do you think there's anything else you could add this to? So, like, if you read, I don't know, I don't generally do literature. What's another book? Twilight, that's one.
Oh, yeah.
If can you replace maybe the word vampire with, I don't know.
Willy?
Yeah, Willy. Or, I don't know, sausage roll, anything?
That's very true, yeah. I'm sure there are lots of these kind of things around, and I'm definitely going to do some digging because I think they're great.
Nice one. Can't wait to hear about that. And if anyone else knows of any of these sorts of things, send them in. Tell us your favourite.
Yeah, please do.
Give us ideas.
So there you have it, Iain.
I loved it, Jordan. Thank you very much for that. And thanks for letting me take part.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
It was against my own will. Because, I told you I couldn't read from the get-go, but, whatever. I appreciate it nonetheless.
Hey, and you got there.
You did. Yeah, you got us through the finish line. Thank you very much.
I was just looking up. There was a bunch more that I didn't add in, and I should have done. But it's fine. It's okay.
Stick them into the bonus episode.
Could do, yeah.
A little bit of a ad there, so if you want to hear some more Willy chats.
Which is not unlike us anyway.
And so, with that, Jordan, first recording in 3 weeks. I think we've used all our energy in the early stages. So, I mean, you could tell, like at the end of last year, as we were doing our final recording episode 106, we were a little bit sort of, knackered,
Yeah.
Let's just sort of power through so we can get on with the Christmas break. But now we're back at it, We've had 3 weeks off. We're like, yeah, let's do some shit. And I think we've overexerted ourselves and we're just going to flounder for the rest of the year.
Need 3 weeks off.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm glad you're on board. Yeah, don't care anyway. Whatever. And with that, Jordan, does that about bring us round to the end of today's episode?
I think it does.
Nice. 1. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Two Guys What's Up. Don't forget to follow the show wherever you listen to us so you don't miss another episode, and maybe even tell a friend. Take your friend out into the woods, show them an alien, but then replace the word alien with Willy, so then you can be like, oh god, a 10-foot Willy, and then just have a little giggle with each other. I'd be like, you know where I got the idea for this? Some f***ing crazy podcast. Two Guys What's Up, and just share the name around. Tell everyone you know. Call everyone 10-foot Willies for all I care. Just make sure you tell them about our show.
Perfect. So if you would like to get in touch with us, our Linktree link is in the bio of this episode, which you can click on and be jetted off to every link you will ever need for all your Two Guys What's Up essentials. Want to get your own Two Guys What's Up t-shirt or Willy? Click the link.
Want to come up with your own end credit question? Click the link.
Want to find more words to replace with Willy? Click the link.
And when you click that link, you will be jetted off to our Patreon, where you can find all of your Two Guys What's Up extra essentials, including pin badges, shout-outs, t-shirts, and if you really can't get enough of our fantastic tales and Willy-flavoured voices, well, now you can get more, because we release bonus episodes which come out on the last Friday of every month. There is currently 18 sitting up there right now, waiting for your ears to just go and have a little wriggle around that extra Oreo goodness. Oreo? I say that every time.
Ooh, nice.
Audio goodness, New Year's resolution, power through, and all that is available right now, starting with the bonus episodes for just £3 a month. That is, nigh on 15 hours of extra audio goodness for just £3.
Beautiful. So if you want to help support the show and get some cool stuff while you do so, head over to patreon.com/Two Guys What's Up to check out all the goodies over there. The link will be down below for your clicking pleasure.
But if you can't do that but you still like to help us out, then a 5-star rating and review in your podcast app of choice would be the best way to do that for us, and we would be forever thankful.
Willies.
But on that note, thanks for listening. Y'all have an amazing week, and we will see you next Monday. Do you want to see the picture of what people pose the barn owl theory to look like?
Yeah, go on then.
If I can find it, Flatwoods Monster barn owl. Oh, f***ing hell. I've just written...
Andrea.
Oh, God, I've just written Andrea, come over. Weird, that. No, I've just tried to type Flatwoods Monster barn owl, and I've written Flatwoods Monster, like with the DT, Monster.
Nice.
Bustin' OL.
Brilliant.
I'm just going to hit go, because, New Year's resolution and all that. Flatwoods Monster. Okay, it's auto-corrected me to... Yep, barn owl, that's the one. Hit the old image search. Oh, look at this owl, mate. He looks so sad. Please don't think I'm an alien.
Oh, he does look sad. His head looks upside down.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. It looks correct now.
Owls, mate. Nutters.